morning children. Welcome to our English class. Today we are going to read an interesting story which is also a folk tale. And what is the name of the lesson? Some apples, please. It is a folk tale. What do you mean by a folk tale? It is a story passed down from generation to generation orally, and which also has a moral. It teaches moral teaching to the children. Who are the main characters in this story? An old woman, a young woman, a man and a woman, a mother and her children, and an old man. So the story revolves around an old woman. She comes across all these people on her way to market, and she finally reflects the moral of the story. What is the moral of the story? If you really want something and work hard for it, you will get it. If you want anything, if you work hard with firm determination and with utter honesty, you will definitely get it. These are the important words which we come across when we read the story. What are the main words here in the story? Apple pie. What do you mean by apple pie? A baked dish which is made out of apples. Juicy apples. Longed for. Wanted very much. Longed for. Something which you need more. Peep over. That means to glance, to look into. Okay. Quarreling, arguing angrily. Quarreling, dispute, a dispute. Okay. Yes. Now, let us know about grammatical knowledge. What grammar part we come across in this lesson? We have pronouns as grammatical knowledge in this lesson. We come across pronouns in the lesson, in the story. What are pronouns? The words which are used instead of names. Say for example, if you say Rani is clever. So instead of Rani, what do you use? You use she. She is clever. So she is a pronoun which is used instead of name Rani. And we have here the pronouns are divided into three persons. First person pronouns singular I, plural we. Second person pronoun singular you and plural also you. So you can use you in both the ways. You can use it as a singular, you can use it as a plural according to the context, according to the situation. Third person pronouns he, she, it. These are singular pronouns. And what is the third person plural pronoun? They. Okay children, let us go to the story. What is the name of the story? Some apples, please. And as I told you, it is a folk tale. What do you mean by a folk tale? A tale, a story which is told by our ancestors to their children. It is coming from generation to generation, which is told by our elders to the next generation children orally. Okay, let us read the story. Before we go into a story, we just look at the part which is given on the top of the story. You can see on page number 25. There is an old saying, where there is a will, there is a way. If you really want something and work for it, you will get it. And this line is the moral of this story. Read this retelling of a English folk tale to see how a woman gets what she wants by being kind and helpful. So who is kind and helpful, children? Who is kind and helpful? The old man, the old woman. She is the old woman around whom the whole story revolves. And she is the person who reflects through her character how we can achieve anything through our kindness and by being helpful to others. Yes, we'll start the story. This happened a very long time ago in England. Where is England, children? It is a country which is a part of United Kingdom. So this story happened long back in England. There was a little old woman who lived in a little cottage in a village. So she lived in a small cottage in a village. What is the other name for village in English language, children? Country, countryside. Okay. One day she wants to eat an apple pie. So this old woman wanted to eat an apple pie. What is an apple pie, children? A baked dish. Okay. So the more she thought about it, the more she wanted to eat an apple pie made of juicy red apples. So she wanted to eat juicy apple pie which is made from apple fruits. But she had no apples. But she had no apples in her garden, in her farm. Other than apples, what fruit trees she had in her garden? She had a pear tree full of ripe yellow pears. You would have seen a round pear, children, which is in different colors. We can find in markets in different colors. It can be in red color, yellow color, and it can be in a purple color also. Okay. And a plum tree full of juicy red plums. So she had two different types of trees in her farm. What are the two different types of trees in her farm? What are the two? The pear and plum. But how can one make an apple pie with pears or plums? So she wanted to taste a baked pie which is made from juicy apple. But she didn't have apples in her farm. So she thought, how can I make apple pie with pears and plums? So, and the old man longed for an apple pie. She wanted to eat apple pie. So what did she do? She thought of an idea. What idea she thought of? She wanted to exchange the pear and plum fruits for apples. So what did she do? She filled a basket with pears and plums and she started going towards market. So that in the market she can exchange pears and plums for apples. I know what to do. I will take some of my plums to the market and get apples in exchange for them, she said to herself. So she set off with the plums in a basket on her arms. So what did she do? She filled her basket full with pears and plums and she started moving towards market. So she set off. What do you mean by set off, children? To start a journey. As she walked along the road, she heard a lot of cackling and quacking, which make clacking and quacking sounds, children? Ducks. Okay, when she was going towards the market, she came across a farm where there was a small cottage. Inside the cottage, there was a beautiful garden. In the garden, there were few ducks making sounds, cackling and quacking. She peeped over. What do you mean by peeped over, children? Bend and look into. Okay, you bend over a wall or a fence and look into the inside the garden. So she looked into the garden. What did she see there? She peeped over the hedge and saw a young woman trying to herd a flock of hens, ducks and geese. The young woman looked up and she looked at the old woman. "Hello," she said. "Aren't these birds noisy?" So how the old woman started the conversation? She started telling that the young woman's ducks, geese are making lot of noise. Okay, after that they both started talking, conversing with each other. Then the young woman and the old woman started talking like old friends. So they started talking like old friends. The old woman showed the young woman the plums and said how much she wanted to eat an apple pie. So they started talking about themselves and finally the topic has come. So why the old woman is going towards the market? To sell the apples, to exchange the apples to exchange pears and plums for apples. So she said this to the young woman. What did the young woman say? "Oh," said the young woman, "my husband wants to have plum jam and I have no plums at all on the farm. I would love some, but I have no apples to give you. I can only give you a bag of feathers in exchange for them." So what did the young woman say to the old woman? "I don't have apples, but I can give you a bag of feathers for a few plums because my husband wants to taste plum jam." Okay, so what did the old woman do now? "Well," said the old woman, looking at the juicy red plums, "I suppose at least one of us will have our wish." What this line means, children? The old woman thinks that let that man's wish to taste plum jam, let it fulfill. As my wish is not fulfilling, let his wish fulfill. And she gave the juicy plums to the young woman and in exchange she took a bag of feathers. So she gave the plums to the young woman and took the bag of feathers and put it into her basket. At least the feathers are lighter to carry. So she thought, at least the feathers are lighter to carry. She set off once more for the market, hoping that she would get some apples for the feathers. So she took feathers from that young woman for plums in exchange, and she is carrying the bag of feathers in her basket, and she started moving towards market. So on the way she heard a woman and a man quarreling. Okay, why did they quarrel? Let us see. The road was long and she walked until she came to another farm. The most delicious smell came floating out of the kitchen window of the farmhouse. The old woman stopped at the gate to smell the fresh bread and cakes. As she stood there, she heard a man and a woman quarreling loudly. So what did the old woman do? She took the bag of feathers from the young woman and she started walking towards the market. Now whom did she come across? She came across a man and woman who are working in their bakery. They are baking cakes and bread. Okay, and she got a fragrant smell coming out from their house. Why? The woman and the man were baking cakes and bread. So a fresh smell, sweet smell stopped the old woman and she stopped near their house, near that farm. So what happened there? The woman and the man both are quarreling. So the old woman stopped there and she wanted to ask the woman and the man why they are quarreling. So what did the woman say? What solution the old woman gave to the man and woman for their quarrel? And what is the quarrel actually? It is best. The old woman, see the lines children, see page number 30, see the third paragraph. The road was long and she walked until she came to another farm. The most delicious smells came floating out of the kitchen window of the farmhouse. The old woman stopped at the gate to smell the fresh bread and cakes. As she stood there, she heard a man and woman quarreling loudly. It is best to stuff a pillow with straw. What do you mean by straw, children? It is a dried hay of wheat or rice. Dried grass of wheat or rice. Okay. So the woman is arguing with the man that they have to fill the pillow with dried straw. Okay. So what did the woman say now? What did the old woman give a solution to these people? I don't think so. Cotton is best. Isn't it much softer? Said the man in an angry voice. So these man and woman both are arguing that they should fill with straw or with a cotton. Hello, said the old woman. So now the old woman interrupted them and she is talking with them. The old woman and the man turned to look at her. Oh, would you please help us settle this? So who is asking? A man. The man is asking the old woman to solve their problem. Is it better to stuff a pillow with a straw or cotton? We can't agree, said the woman. So they both are not able to come to a solution what they have to fill the pillow with. Whether it is with a straw or with cotton. Okay, now the old woman is going to give a solution to this wife and husband. Oh neighbor, said the old woman, I would stuff it with feathers. Feathers make the best pillows. So what solution the old woman gave it to the man and the woman, the husband and the wife? She said, you have to fill the pillow with feathers. Feathers are softer than cotton and straw. So what did the reply they give to the old woman? Oh, but we don't have feathers, said the couple sadly. So what did the couple say? They said they don't have feathers. Okay. So what did the old woman do? That is hardly a problem. What did the old woman say? That is hardly a problem. What do you mean by hardly, children? It is not at all a big problem. Okay. And quickly the old woman gave a solution to them. She gave the bag of feathers which she had. She gave that bag of feathers to that couple. "Oh, thank you," said the couple. "I would love to have some apples in return," said the old woman. So the old woman is asking, in exchange to feathers, she is asking apples. But the couple, they don't have apples in their farm. So what did they give to the old woman? They gave loaves of bread and cake. See here, children. "I would love to have some apples in return," said the old woman. "We have no apples, but here is some freshly baked bread," said the man, and gave her 2 large loaves bread fresh from the oven. So the man gave fresh bread from the oven to this old lady. Okay. Well, what did the lady think? The old lady think? She thought, okay, I solved this couple's problem. Let me take this bread and try for apples. Well, at least I can have bread and soup for dinner, thought the old woman, even if I didn't get any apples. I did stop the quarrel. So what did she thought? I will have soup and bread for dinner if I didn't get apples. And she thought that at least I solved this couple's quarrel. Problem, solution. Okay. Let's move on to the story, children. Now again, the old lady, taking the bread in her basket, started moving towards the market so that she can give that bread to somebody in the market, and in exchange she can take apples. Once again, she came onto the main road and headed for the market. She came to a cottage, and there she saw a mother and her children in front of the cottage door. They looked very sad. So she again, the old woman, took the bread from the couple and she started walking towards the market. When she came to the main road and when she was walking, she saw a mother and her children standing near the door of the cottage, and they were looking very sad. "What's the matter?" asked the woman. So now the old woman is talking to that woman and her children. "What's the matter?" asked the old woman. "Why are you so sad on such a bright and lovely day?" So the day is very bright. And why they are so sad? She wanted to know from them. Who wanted to know from them, children? Old woman. "My children," now the mother is giving reply to old woman. "My children have not eaten all day and there is no money for food," said the mother. So what did the mother say to the old woman? "My children are very hungry. They didn't eat anything and they are feeling very hungry, and I don't have money to buy food. How can I keep this bread when they all are so hungry?" thought the old woman. So what did the old woman think in her mind when she heard the words of that mother who is feeling very bad for her children? So taking pity on them, feeling pity on them, the old woman gave the bread, the large loaves of bread to that mother and children. She took out the 2 fresh loaves and gave them to the mother. "How kind of you! I am sorry that we have nothing to give you in return." So the mother and their children, they didn't have anything to give in return for the bread, for the loaves of bread given by the old woman. But even then, the mother offers a puppy, a small kid of a dog, a small puppy to this old woman. Okay. But maybe you would like this little puppy, he would be a wonderful companion for you, the mother said. So what did the mother say? "Take this puppy in exchange to this loaves of bread, and it will be a good companion for you." The old woman wasn't so sure that she wanted the puppy, but she did not want to say no to the mother. So she picked up the puppy, put him into the basket and thanked the mother. Then she started off again. She started walking towards the market. Now what the old woman has in her basket, children? First, she gave plums, a basket of plums to a young woman, and in return she took a bag of feathers. Later, in the second farm, she gave bag of feathers to a couple, a quarreling couple, and she took a loaves of large bread. Later, now she is exchanging, she is giving that loaves of bread to a hungry mother and children, and in return she is taking a puppy. Okay. Now she putting that puppy in the basket, she started walking towards the market. What an odd and funny day it has been, thought the old woman as she walked along. Who knows, I might still get my apples. So she was thinking in the mind that what a funny and odd means awkward, strange day. Okay, and she thought to herself, and she is with a belief, she is walking towards a market. What is our belief? What is our hope? She hopes to get apples. Okay. Then as she turned a corner, she saw an apple tree full of ripe red apples in the garden of a cottage, very much like her own. So what happened? When she turned from the main road, when she turned to the corner, she saw a farmhouse. There was a beautiful apple tree filled with, the apple tree is full, heavy with apples. Okay, and that apple tree, that farm belongs to an old man who is sitting outside of his farm. So the old woman started talking with that old man. What a beautiful apple tree, exclaimed the old woman. You can make such a nice apple pie with those apples. So the old woman started talking with the old man. What did she say? What a beautiful apple tree you have. You can pick, you can pluck those apples, and you can make and you can prepare apple pie from those juicy apples. But what reply the old man gave to the old woman? Oof, replied the old man sadly. Of what use is an apple tree or apples to a lonely old man like me? So why the old man is very sad, children? Because he doesn't have anyone near him. He don't have any family member living with him. He is all alone in that farm. So he is very sad. So what did the old woman do? She gave that puppy to that old woman and said, this puppy will be a good companion, a good friend to you. And in exchange to that puppy, she took a basket of apples from that old man. Well, I think I know the answer to that. Would you like this little doggy in return for a basket of apples from your tree? He would be good company, said the old woman, and she let the puppy out of her basket. The puppy ran to the old man and started rolling about his feet. The man smiled and picked the puppy up in his arms. So what happened? Looking at the puppy, when the puppy went near his legs, near the old man's legs, and it started going around the old man felt very happy, and he took the puppy in his arms, and he was very happy that he gave a basket full of apples to the old woman. Now the old woman's wish fulfilled, and the old man also became happy. And that's how the old woman got apples from the plums she had taken from her tree. She went home, baked a lovely apple pie and enjoyed it for dinner. So the old woman was very happy. At last, finally, God has paid for her kindness. She was very kind to all the people she came across on her way. And for the kindness, for the quality she showed, for that, God has finally paid her. And she got the basket full of apples. And she prepared, after going home with the basket of apples, she prepared a delicious apple pie and she enjoyed it for her dinner. Children, have you understood the lesson? See how kindness and being helpful to others is a good quality which we should preach, follow in our life. Thank you, children.